Happy Masturbation Month! In case you didn't know, the month of May is dedicated to the art of masturbation and in honor of Dr. Jocelyn Elders, who was the Surgeon General in the mid-90s of the United States and was actually fired for suggesting that we should be teaching masturbation alongside abstinence as a sexuality option for young adults in high school sex ed classrooms. She wasn't actually advocating anything particularly out there, not that we like show people how to do it or discuss technique, but actually just that it is an option for young people to indulge in. And that was so scandalous at the time that the Clinton administration fired her and she lost her job over it. And that's kind of a really, it's a really telling thing about how our culture feels about masturbation, right? We're kind of sex obsessed in many ways, but the idea of solo sex falls into this, oh no, we don't talk about that. And there are a couple different reasons behind it. Number one, there's this idea that it's shameful or dirty to pleasure yourself, right? Like your genitals, we don't touch them, especially if you're a woman. But that idea is old and busted and needs to go away now. The best way to get to know your body is to touch it. The best way to understand how pleasure works for you is to experience pleasure. And when you're doing it on your own in a masturbatory context, you really get a lot of freedom to just sit with your pleasure and to really consider what feels good, what doesn't feel good, what kind of pressure you like, what kind of pressure feels bad, how hard you want your balls tugged, if at all. Like, this is the kind of information that it's a lot easier to explore on our own and then share with a partner, because we don't have to worry about anyone's feelings or rejecting anyone or even killing the moment by speaking up about what actually feels good for us. There's also this idea that masturbation is a second-rate sex act or something you do when you don't have the real thing in front of you. And I think that is absolutely ridiculous. There are many people who aren't good at masturbation because masturbation is a skill, right? Just like any other sex act is a skill. And if you don't know technique, if you don't have practice, if you aren't willing to explore different options for different not necessarily different bodies, because if you're masturbating, it's always the same body. But we feel different ways during different times when we're stressed, depending on the time of the month and our menstrual cycle, depending on, our sleep levels, our age. These are all things that change how our body responds to pleasure. So if we aren't practiced in our own bodies, then yes, of course, we're not going to be good lovers for ourselves, right? You're probably not a great lover the first time you started sleeping with other people, or even when you have new sexual partners. This is stuff that takes time to learn, and self-pleasure is no different. And some people don't really feel like they want to invest the time in self-pleasure, and I say, why not? Because, like, would you want to sleep with someone who is just an okay lover over and over and over again? No, you would actually either go find another lover, or you would take the time to teach your lover about what feels good for your body. So personally, I think more people should think about masturbation that way, as an experience to, become a better lover for yourself. Knowing your body takes practice, right? Knowing your body takes skill, and those are things that you need to develop through masturbation. Masturbation is also great. It can help you relieve stress, it can help you alleviate pain, and it gives you a better understanding of how orgasm kind of like approaches in your own sex life, right? So you start to learn your tricks and your tells of when you're getting closer to orgasm or further away from orgasm, so you can use that information to direct lovers, whether you want to last longer or not. This is the kind of information that's absolutely fantastic to take on your further sexual explorations when you're not just sleeping with yourself. So because this is one of my favorite months, I'm going to be talking about masturbation probably lots this month. Over on Kinkopedia, I'm going to be discussing adding power exchange to your masturbation routine. And so the website for that is kinkopedia.wordpress.com. And over on AuthenticSexualYou.com, I'm going to be talking about how I'm going to be talking for sure about how masturbation can, help your coupled sex life or your relationship sex life. And I think I might also talk about the importance of empowerment and masturbation as well, because like I said, I love this topic. I love this month. And I hope that you'll be using May to explore how masturbation works in your life, and feel absolutely free to share in the comments below any experiences you want. Have a great week. I'll talk to you later.